your life, what are you striving for? In Acts 8:26-40, I will give you an example of what you should strive for. Now an angel of the Lord spoke to Phillips, saying, "Arise and go toward the south along the road which goes down from Jerusalem to Gaza. This is the desert." So he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, a eunuch of great authority under Candace, the queen of the Ethiopians, who had charge of all of her treasury, and had come to Jerusalem for worship, was returning. And sitting on his chariot, he was reading Isaiah the prophet. Then the Spirit said to Philip, "Go near and overtake this chariot." So Philip ran to him and heard him reading the prophet Isaiah, and said, "Do you understand what you are reading?" And he said, "How can I unless someone guides me?" And he asked Philip to come up and sit with him. The place in the scripture which he read was this: "He was led as a sheep to the slaughter, and as a lamb before its shearer is silent. So he opened not his mouth. In his humiliation his justice was taken away. And who will declare his generation? For his life is taken from the earth." So the eunuch answered Philip and said, "I ask you, of whom does this prophet say this? Of himself or of some other man?" Then Philip opened his mouth, and beginning at this scripture, preached Jesus to him. Now as they went down the road, they came to see some water. And the eunuch said, "See, here is water. What hinders me from being baptized?" Then Philip said, "If you believe with all your heart, you may." And he answered and said, "I believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God." So he commanded the chariot to stand still. And both Philip and the eunuch went down into the water, and he baptized him. Now when they had come out of the water, the Spirit of the Lord caught Philip away, so that the eunuch saw him no more, and he went on his way rejoicing. But Philip was found in Azotus, and passing through, as he preached in all the cities till he came to Caesarea. Well, first off, we gotta know the eunuch was striving for God. He was reading the book of Isaiah, and he had traveled all the way from Ethiopia to be in Jerusalem. He wanted to understand the scripture, and he wanted Philip to help him. He asked to be baptized when he sees water, and he rejoices after he is baptized. He's doing exactly like As the Deer says, "As the deer pants for the water, so my soul longs after you." Paul was also another example of striving for God, because he was striving for God even though he was blind and had not eaten in 3 days. So that's big. In Acts 9:2-19, we read about Saul, who was once a persecutor of Christians. He had been shown by Jesus his awesome power. He had changed his ways and name. What are we striving for? For money, popularity, or power? Are we striving for God or man? Obstacles will come, but remember God's power. Do all you can to strive for God. And that means baptism. There are consequences for making the wrong choice and not being baptized. Heaven is open for all who want to come in. The Ethiopian eunuch was striving for God. If you want to strive for God like him, look at the water like the Ethiopian and change your life forever. Thank you.